What's going on, guys? In the corner, it's your sick corner member. I know some of you guys are on my friends list and saw my post earlier today. Apparently, it is round 2 of strep throat for me, so I'm loving it. About a week before Christmas, I got strep, and then took the antibiotics and cleared up, and then the week after Christmas, 3 out of the 4 of my family members got the flu, so then I had to miss more work. And then right after that, my wife got strep and pleurisy, which is like an inflammation of the lungs, and it's strep times 10. So she had to take antibiotics for that, and then she's just now on the tail end of it after like 2.5 weeks of this stuff, and then I get strep again. So I was rocking a nice fat fever this morning, and I felt like complete doo-doo. Don't have the fever anymore, but I still feel like doo-doo. Oh, man. And I'm hoping this cafefe makes my throat feel a little better, but I know you guys aren't here to hear my sob story and how I live in a freaking cesspool of a house with germs, so I'll get on to the comics. I have some mail calls, and I have some comics from LCS from Wednesday. This Wednesday, I spent more money than I think I ever have. I'm a budget buyer. All you guys know me. I'm almost the king of dollar bin diving. I mean, there's a bunch of us out there, but I mean, since I've been collecting comics, that's all I've ever done. Is I'm a what would you guys call it? A dollar bin dirtbag? Yeah. That's what I do. So, yeah, I don't buy a bunch of the Marvel, and I don't buy a bunch of the DC. I don't go out and buy all these huge variant covers. I don't have the money for it. I'm a seriously tight budget buyer. And I spent like $23, which to me was just insane. But some of the ones that they had, a couple of the ones that I wanted just happened to fall on the same day. So, probably by next week I won't buy any. That's just the way it is. I buy a lot of independent stuff anymore now. But let's get on with. All right, so my LCS is pretty good about getting the oddball stuff. Not so much oddball, but the more independent companies. A lot of independent companies, actually. And I had missed out last week getting this, and thankfully they had some copies of it. But it was Hatchet number 2, Andrew Mangum's comic. And sadly, they didn't have his version of the cover, which kind of sucked, because I was really wanting that one. But yeah, it is what it is. So next one is Dark Crystal number 10. So I've only got 2 issues left of this, and then I'm done with this series. Usually I try to get the same style of cover, because they only come with two different versions. This one and a more drawn pastel-y colored version. This one just looked way cooler. I mean, I like the painted sort of, I don't know, oil painting sort of look to it. That's very cool. Maybe it's, I don't know. I'm not that much of an artist, so I don't know what kind of medium they used, but kind of looks chalk or something. I don't know. This one, I've been dying for this one to come out. Pestilence number 6 from Aftershock. This whole run, if none of you guys are paying attention to this is a great series. I don't read my comics. 99% of the comics that I actually own, I've not read. I'm all about visual, the art, what appeals to me, visually. I could care less what the storyline's about, and maybe I should probably pay more attention, because there's some good stories out there. But I don't have time to read anymore. I've got work, my family, and then I play video games. So I guess I could allocate my time a little bit better. But this series is insanely good. The artwork is good. The storyline is good. It's a good twist on zombies, which I don't like. I hate zombies. That bores me to death. It's a zombie, But the way they did this is just, it's great, man. I really hope, I know it only ends 6 issues, but I really hope they do like another mini another mini 6 issues. I know Unholy Grail is another run that Aftershock does it. I think they're kind of connected. I don't know if the storylines are connected, but I know they've got some kind of connection if it's in the same world, continuity, whatever. I know they do have some connecting covers, so there's got to be something in there. I've never paid any attention to it. I did buy the first Unholy Grail #1. I didn't care for the art, so I stopped at #1. This one I happen to see. I can't remember what the app is called that I use, but it tells me what's coming out the next week, and then if you're lucky, it'll show you the following week. This one I had no idea this was even coming out. I quit buying the newer Transformer stuff because I can't, I got other things I want to pay attention to. But this one was Transformers versus the Visionaries, #1. And it wasn't the cover that I wanted. The one I wanted had a big Autobot, and I want to say it was Ironhide, and he's hanging like he's suspended, and from his waist down is like missing. He's got wires hanging off of it, and one of the Visionary characters is like standing underneath him, like they just kicked the snot out of him. Very cool cover. They didn't have it. They had this one. This one's kind of super lightly embossed, or well, not embossed. It's kind of weird. Like the printed part has got a gloss to it, whereas the rest of it's sort of a matte. But anyway, hopefully this is good. I know Visionaries used to be a Marvel comic, and I have all those. There was a short little mini run of those, and IDW owns them now, along with Rom and some other guys. So this one is Stabbity Bunny #1, and everybody's losing their freaking minds over this. This isn't mine. I got this for a buddy. I went back the next day, and they only had like 3 or 4 copies, and this was the only one that wasn't beat to snot. The spines were just... The setup that they have is one of those progressively inclined comic book holder things. It's, shelves, and the way people flip through them, they go like this, and they look through them, and they get that spine crease right where the board sits, and it's so annoying. They need to have a different setup. There's another LCS that has like these trays that are up on the wall, and the tray is against the wall, and it goes here and then down a little bit to where you can grab it and then back up, so literally all the edges are protected, which is beautiful. I love it. They need to go to something like that, because that's a good way to preserve the spines for all of us anal retentive people who want a perfect copy. The other way this place does it, you have to go all the way to the back and hope that there's one back there that hasn't been crushed. So this one was a last minute yank. I was just looking through the rest of the stuff. I grab what I want, and then I start in the A's, and I work my way down just to see if there's any covers that are kind of cool looking. This one I saw, and I had to have it. I have no idea what the inner artwork is like. I don't really care, but it was a Trump cover. Not nearly as good as the homages that have come out. Antarctic Press, I think, did them. This one is done by a company called Keenspot, I think. I just love it. I love the way it looks, and just everything about it's just funny. So, all right. So mail calls. I have a foreign mail call, and then I have a couple of eBay buys and trades and stuff that I've done. Let's see. I'll save those for later. Okay, so I did a trade with a guy. His name is Scott Cobb. I'm not sure if he's on the corner or not. If he is, really cool dude. Really, really easy guy to get along with, and transaction was awesome. We did a trade. Both of us are going to be really happy. Well, I haven't sent his out yet, but I don't think he wants my German Festa comics right this second. So, but we did a trade, and he ended up trading the Labyrinth Anniversary Snook variant, which I got for the wife. She's a huge Labyrinth fan. Everybody knows all the women like Labyrinth because David Bowie and those tight pants. And he threw this one in as a freebie because the top corner was bunged up, and he got it for free, I guess. So he pitched it in. I don't like it nearly as much, but it still has a hoggle. Yeah, hoggle. Still looks really cool. Very cool. Definitely had to Mylar those puppies. Yep. I got my copy. Lady Daff gold version. Honestly, I thought that the gold was going to be gold, like the shiny gold. I didn't know it was going to be just printed, but still, it's cool. It's definitely going in my Spider-Man #1 homage pile. Okay, so my foreign copies I got from, crap, I can't remember his name. Mortensen, something like that. I'm not sure if he's on the corner or not. I think he's in my foreign group, but he is from Norway, and he had a couple of copies of some Transformer stuff, and this is the movie cover, which is pretty cool. Not really trying to get a set, but I mean, I've got a couple of different versions of that, so it might be a set later at some point. And then he had the Transformers G.I. Joe version, which is pretty cool too. And we're actually working on another buy with him, which hopefully I'll show you guys later. And the last two, I got these two today. These are homages, again, and they are My Little Pony. And this one is the Incredible Hulk homage. I found these at random because I was late one night doing eBay searches for My Little Pony stuff. And I happened to see these, and I was like, oh man, dude had both of them. Really good price. And I bought them. This is the Phantom variant. Approved by the Canterlot Code of Authority. And the other one is the Rainbow Dash, which is the Flash homage. I'm not a DC guy, so it was Showcase, initial Showcase that he was in, I think. But yeah, these were, I was like, yep, alright, I gotta get them. Again, I'm not a huge My Little Pony fan, but when they do homages and stuff like that, they're pretty cool. I know Adventure Time has some homages that I'm gonna go after. They have homages of the Marvel 20th anniversary or 25th anniversary trim. They have a set of 4 or 5 of those, so I gotta try and hunt all those down now because I think they're pretty cool. But that's it, guys. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Anybody here in Ohio, stay safe. Roads are getting poo-pooey. Indiana, Michigan, all the surrounding states. Watch the weather. Watch your driving. Going strong. Nerd up. Nerd to your mother. Whatever it is you guys are saying now. I'm half paying attention to this stuff, so take it easy, guys.